I see you.
Hi guys, so I know everybody is getting ready for the holidays and hopefully you're going to lots of holiday parties. I can't say that I am because I have a little baby and she goes to sleep super early and so do I. But if I were doing all the party stuff this year, living it up, I would take these recipes to the party with me. Of course they're vegan and of course they're easy to make and of course everybody at the party is gonna love you so much more because you brought the most delicious, gorgeous things. So we're gonna be making a mulled wine. If you've never had mulled wine before, this is the first thing you need to try because it's warm, it's like so fragrant, it makes your house smell amazing, and it's wine, so you get a little buzz, which is very necessary during the holidays. And we are going to be making these amazing apple cider cupcakes. I have taken these to so many different holiday parties throughout the years, and everybody loves them and is so impressed that they're vegan and they're really easy to make and you can throw them together at the last minute. And of course, there's one more thing. We're going to be making amazing rosemary popcorn. Now, talk about easy. So let's get started. Super simple. Let's do it. For the rosemary popcorn, you've got to use fresh rosemary. Mince about 1 tablespoon. Melt vegan butter in a pot and then add the rosemary. Let that simmer and diffuse for a few minutes. In the meantime, you can pop the corn. Pour your popcorn into a large bowl or a storage container and drizzle the rosemary butter over it. You might have to do this in batches. Stir, toss, or use your hands to toss the popcorn and make sure the butter gets on all of it. Add plenty of salt. If you are a popcorn fan like me, you need this. This is a silicone popcorn popper. I just bought it on Amazon. You don't need to use any oil when you pop in here. You just put the popcorn in up to one of the fill lines, put this little lid on top, stick it in the microwave for like 2.5 minutes. The best popcorn, it never burns. You don't have to worry about like having a whole bunch of kernels that are unpopped at the bottom when you take it out. It's perfect. So I'm gonna share the link to this thing down below because you're gonna need this to make this rosemary popcorn. By the way, this is also a really good gift for popcorn lovers in your life. Whole cloves, cinnamon sticks, star anise, and orange. This is all going into our mulled wine. Start by peeling the orange, then thinly slicing it. Pop open that bottle of red wine. I'm using a Cabernet that I got at an event, and yes, my name is on it. Pour the wine into a pot and then add the oranges and spices, plus a couple tablespoons of maple syrup. Turn the flame on to about medium and just bring the wine to a tiny simmer. Avoid boiling it because if you do, you'll cook off the alcohol. You want it to barely simmer, just enough heat to warm it and to draw out the flavor of the spices. Let it do its thing for about 30 minutes with the lid on. Then you can strain it before serving or packing it up to take to a party. Add the oranges and cinnamon back in if you're going out because they'll continue to give off a nice flavor and they're big and easy enough to remove before serving. So when it comes to taking mulled wine to a party, you might be thinking, how am I going to take it? You take it in one of these. This is a 1/2 gallon canteen from Hydro Flask. bought it at Whole Foods. You can get it on Amazon also. I'm going to put a link for this down below. But anything you want to take to a party, if it's liquid, take it in this. Once you get to the party, you can pour it back into a pan if people are like going into the kitchen to get things, but otherwise leave it in this. It'll keep it really nice and warm, and you can put like a little note on it, and or just pour it for people when you get there, and trust me, they are going to love you times a million. And of course, if you want to do a little extra fanciness, take some of the star anise and cinnamon sticks and sliced oranges so that you can garnish people's drinks, you know, after you've poured it out of your hydro flask. Little tip. Now for the cupcakes. Combine flour, cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves, baking powder, and salt in a bowl. In another bowl, combine brown sugar, applesauce, vanilla, non-dairy milk or apple cider, maple syrup, apple cider vinegar, and oil. Stir well. Pour the wet into the dry and whisk until combined, but don't overdo it. Spoon the batter into muffin cups and bake for 17 minutes. Whisk powdered sugar and vegan butter to make an icing. Then you put that into a pastry bag or a Ziploc bag and ice those cupcakes. Make sure to ice them once they've cooled, though. Top with some apple slices for a nice little touch. And my last little tip is that if you are going to be making the cupcakes and you don't have a cupcake carrier and you're concerned that your cupcakes are not going to look as perfect once you get them to the party, which has been my situation in the past, especially traveling around in New York City, going to parties in New York, it's really hard taking the subway with cupcakes. So what I've done in the past is I have taken my cupcakes uniced and iced them once you get to the party. There's no shame in doing that. Just take your icing already in a little Ziploc bag or a pastry icing bag, and you can do it once you get to the party. It's nice and fresh and perfect, and you're going to impress people even more with your beautiful, beautiful cupcakes. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed these holiday recipes. They are perfect to take to a party. Be the star party goer and just make them all. Or if you're having a party of your own, make them all for your guests. And if anybody asks you what they should bring to your party, why don't you just send them this video and let them make these recipes for you. I promise you're going to love them. I hope you guys are having the happiest of holiday seasons. This is the very last for this decade, which is so crazy. So I hope you really live it up and enjoy it. And like I said, I'm at home with baby every single night of the week, so make sure you have a little extra fun for me, please. And an extra mulled wine for me because, you know, breastfeeding, I can't drink that much. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.